What? What? What'd you say? Ooh. Oh, wow. Check out my new shoes. My new wooden shoes to replace my broken ones. We'll have to chop that ribbon. And yeah, put them on and you can see what they look like. Oh, I'm so excited. Red wooden shoes. I've never had red ones. All this time I've been asking my relatives to help me get them, and the most recent time my relative showed me a website that sells them, and I know my size. How awesome is this footwear? Wow. Wowie, wow, wow. I'll show you the old ones. These will be a lot easier to wear once I get the felt insoles put in them. The red ones so very much. Oh yes, oh yes, they're nice and comfy. Very nice indeed. Yes, yes. Nice felt insoles. Nice. See? Bottoms of the old ones and the bottoms of the new ones. Look at the amount of thickness. I have worn them out. Those could decorate, but they're going to be firewood. What about these? They're slippers. And I'm going to have to put down the phone. Nope. Let's try them on. Oh, yes. Yes. All right. Goodbye, moccasins. I would demonstrably throw them in the trash, but in fact I'm going to cut the beading off first in case somebody wants to use it. Got to be the most fun slippers. I sold some of my jewelry. I sold $100 worth of gold to a jewelry store, and then I sold $150 worth of vintage stuff to an antique store, and then traded it in on an accordion and this fine hat. So I traded my jewelry for an accordion, which is now at the music repair shop for a tune-up to make sure everything's running spick and span before I try to learn how to play accordion. I've got an accordion! Oh my God! So it's Wednesday, the 4th of July. Tom's here. I'm sitting here watching myself talk and realizing something. People frequently express concern about my mood, that I'm in a bad mood. When I'm just at my most relaxed, and it's a really curious thing that when I'm least worried about how I'm expressing myself, I come across as though I am unhappy, as though I am deliberately trying to express a powerful negative emotion. And I understand now. I talk like a man, but I don't sound like a man. When a woman talks like a man, she's trying to throw her weight around, right? But I am a man. I talk like a man because I am a man, and it's one of the reasons why being in a female body has given me so much grief over the years. Listen, sister, I didn't pick up this way of sitting with my arms and legs akimbo, talking as if I am an absolute certainty about everything, simply because I wanted to try and power trip my way through life. No, this is my natural me. And if I was a man, you'd simply look at it as confidence. Because I'm a woman, I have an agenda, I have a mood, I am dangerous. The things people have said about me, just... But then I'm also trying to not act humble. I don't in the least want to act humble. Acting humble, no. I want to be humble. I want to recognize in my nature that my wants, my needs, my feelings are not singularly more important than anyone else's. That my skills and talents are not singularly more important than anyone else's. That none of the things that make me awesome make me better. Yeah, it's coffee time, but I thought I'd have a quick hello and tell you today on one of my groups on Facebook where someone recently died and everybody's doing the whole, if anybody ever needs help, we want to be there for you. And I thought, well, whose fault is it if I don't ask? And I put out a request for someone to come demolish my bathroom. My bathroom walls need to be ripped out. It needs to be gutted back. Now once it's been gutted back, I can do a lot of the rest. Oh, cold brew, I love you, it's true. You start my day and later you mend it too. I love you, I do, I love you, it's true. I'm putting in some chaga, that sure helps too. You make it pretty much the same way you make cold brew coffee. So, I put chaga in my coffee. And you can't tell when you drink it. But, here's the cool thing. The resulting coffee is not only just as delicious as a cold brew, which is awesome, it actually becomes more satisfying and more attractive as a result of the chaga. But my body, is what I'm saying is my body recognizes the nutrition that it's getting from this stuff. And they pick it off the birch trees and they dry it and they grind it and they sell it really expensive. I am getting the benefit of it out of my cold brew coffee. After I've put the ground coffee and chaga in there, I put the filtered water in there. Matter by morning, it's all well soaked. Dark coffee, dark coffee. See, and then in the morning, I press it, I pour it off using a sieve to make sure I get all the grains into this bottle, and then the bottle gets used to make my iced latte. Half a cup or more of the cold brew, then maple syrup. Tablespoon of that. I like it sweet. Sometimes I include a little coconut cream. I like some kind of latte. So this is some coconut cream. That extra bit of fat, just a wee bit. Go with the almond milk in my coffee.
What? Did you say my fish is
That's
dead?
the latte part. And that is a very tasty cup of coffee. This is my face after gargling with tea tree oil and salt water. Well, I've done this twice today. I've only just started because I have a sore throat. Best thing I know for antibiotic and antifungal is tea tree oil. Best thing I know for a sore throat is gargle with salt water. So by putting tea tree oil into salt water, I'm getting it back there where the problem is. So here's hoping I keep it at bay. I hope I don't have to gargle every day, multiple times a day to do so. I gotta get rid of this mold. I actually got an offer from someone who seriously would like to come up here and help me. Unfortunately, flight tickets would cost $1,000. And when I say, oh, someone is coming to rip out the bathroom for us, he's going to say, no, I'll do that. But he won't ever do it.
He's only sleeping.
Talking to the computer and it wasn't recording. I could do this.
Silence.
But I can only raise it
That's not music.
independently. I can't. Oh, yeah. I think I've done it on camera.
What is music?
I officially made it Dan's
Is it like
coffee
a fish
mug
who
because
sleeps
that's
on
Dan's
that?
face most of the time.
Everything pisses me off.
If you have never heard of the sarcastic mannequins and their song Everything Pisses Me Off, I strongly advise it. It's a lot of fun, and I think it's Dan's theme song. Everything pisses him off. Variety. Always gotta feed your pets variety. Look, it buttons up the wrong way for your gender. It's so warm today. It's 27 degrees. I've been talking for 4 minutes and 30 seconds and I haven't said anything.
Look.
Today is Thursday. I got me a Minecraft torch. I got 2 actually. Yesterday. I'm pretty thrilled about that. I gotta show you the pillow I picked up. Don't go anywhere. I got it. Now, the camera is not reproducing the blue as my eyes see it. It's much more electric. That's not, I mean, that alone is fat. I mean, let's face it, shiny blue sequin pillow, definitely fat. Ready? What?
Oh man, this shit is so freaky, it's dumb.
What's that? It's gone. You wanted a silver pillow? I'm sorry. I thought you liked the color blue. Let me get you a silver pillow.
Or is it so dumb it's freaky?
No more blue. No more blue. Yeah. You wanted silver. There you go. It's a silver pillow now. Okay, thank you. There's your silver pillow. I'm tired. That's the longest bike ride I've done in 3 years? Since before the cancer. I think so. I might have tried another epic one recently. It went okay. I feel good. I need to start thinking about the bike for groceries and stuff too more. I need to start expanding my range because there's nothing within my current range on the bike. I live in a food desert. Anyway, Iris isn't here yet, so I'm just chilling. I thought the waitress was coming with my drink. I ordered a tall gin and tonic. And then I gotta figure out how to amuse myself waiting for Iris. I can't contact her because she's not in the 21st century yet. So I'm okay if I just have a gin and tonic and go back home. I can't get over how old the music they're playing. This stuff was oldies when I was a kid. No, but seriously. What's with this music? Put another dime in the record machine? Check out this fence topper. The color is wonderful. It's just your standard little spikes with balls on them. But the color, wonderful. I wanted to show you closer in the back alley, but there was too many dogs. And they all noticed that I wasn't just riding through. So that's what I'm going to do now, is just go riding through. This is going to be the fabric that took forever. The first batch took about normal, you know, a little longer than cotton. It's a little slower, but you see, the wool for this batch, while I was waiting and weaving the first run, this was sitting in a place that moths got into it. The wool balls actually got moth-eaten, causing there to be many, many little breaks in the wool, weakening the wool overall. Now, as I wound the warp on, I found a lot of them because it kept breaking and I'd retie it. But since then, all of the lesser ones, this wool's just not standing up under tension. And I'm getting break after break after break. So I take another piece like this and I tie it in to each of the ends. And I tie it while the loom is slack. And then when I tighten the loom, it should come out the same as all the rest. And I cannot use the beater bar because there's so many knots in it that it will just tear the wool. So I actually have to use a pickup stick to properly separate, and also because of all of the insanity that's been going on and the fact that for some reason, well, I can't seem to get a wide enough, the ends fall off and I don't know what to do about that. So that is slowing me down. So I have been at this project now for a year and a half, just trying to get one length of wool. It's going to be nice when it's done. Oh yeah, and I ran out of wool and put this on it, but then I turned around and bought more wool like this, so I could have actually continued the pattern properly. But that's all right. I'm really interested in seeing how that border works out when I start stitching these up into pants. I'm thinking that border will be an interesting effect. Give the pants a little, hey, wait a moment, effect. Don't know where I'll put it. Maybe on the outside. That could be an outside stripe. Okay. Oh no, I'm out of almond milk. Whatever am I going to put in my tea? I can't have tea without milk, and I don't do dairy. There's none anyway. Whatever shall I do? Oh look, there's a dog hair. How horrible. Okay. I wonder how much it takes. Let's see. Seems like it's a little too much. There. Let's go with that. Alrighty then. We got a water filter tap, which is really nice. We can get filtered water so easily. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Fill, fill, fill. There we go. That'll do. Thank you. If you fill these things too much, then when they start blending, they will actually blow up on you. I kid you not. Okay, so tighten that down. Put that in the blender base, which isn't currently plugged in. Oh my. Plugging it in with the camera in one hand. There we go. Hey, you know, I'm doing this handheld. What do you expect? Whee! Haha! It's got a problem. I think I need to do a better job scrubbing this. Did we get almond milk? Really, one-handed. I know. I could use all kinds of devices, but I didn't. So we're doing this one-handed. There we go. You know, I prefer the stuff at the store, but in a pinch, I could put that in my tea. Almond milk in a blender with almond flour and water. New trick. Look what I have. Wait, now, where's that? That's C. I just want to play. Just so exciting. Okay, I have a lot of research and learning to do. I got to get on the YouTube. There's a guy that gives accordion lessons. The first lesson is to hold a key and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, back and forth repeatedly for 10 minutes. And then you get to try a new note. Oh, I paid $140 for it in an antique store. And there's another one there that's $340 that is absolutely breathtakingly gorgeous.